Friday. Today is about protein powder. So this is for anyone who takes protein powder, regardless if it's for working out, to add it to smoothies, or just as a protein alternative. Today's Fun Fact Friday is specifically about whey protein and the difference between a whey protein concentrate and a whey protein isolate. So basically what whey protein is it's a specific protein that is derived from dairy. They take that protein out of the dairy and they turn it into a powder, and you have your protein powder. A whey concentrate is a single process of taking that dairy out, and the whey isolate is a double process or a more extensive process to get more of the protein out of the dairy. So here is a bit of a comparison between a whey protein concentrate and a whey protein isolate.
Here's the main differences between a concentrate and an isolate protein powder. The concentrate has 80% protein derived out of the dairy product, where the isolate has 90% of the protein. This means there's a small amount of fats, carbs, sugar, and dairy in the concentrate, but an even smaller amount of those same things in the isolate. The concentrate will absorb a little less quickly in the body, so it's good for smoothies, pre- and post-workouts, or as an everyday protein source. The isolate is good for a really quick source of protein, so something right after a workout. It's good for people who are bodybuilding and getting ready for a competition, or for anyone who's watching their macronutrients. Keep in mind there may be a blood sugar response with the isolate, so anyone with blood sugar issues should have a concentrate. The concentrate will be a little bit cheaper than the isolate because the concentrate only has one process from the dairy, where the isolate has a double process or a more extensive process. Similarities between the concentrate and the isolate. They both have the same amino acid complex. They are both complete proteins. This means they contain the 9 essential amino acids that you need to get through food and the body cannot make itself. They have the same micronutrient content. This is your vitamins and your minerals. They are both easily absorbed and digested in the body. They are both good for lean muscle mass. They both have a very small amount of dairy in them. The isolate has a smaller amount than the concentrate. Either one should be okay with somebody with lactose intolerance, but if you're extremely sensitive, choose the isolate.
A lot of companies will combine a whey concentrate and a whey isolate into a protein powder, so you have a combination of the two. This just makes the protein powder have a little bit less of those fat, carbs, and dairy content, and makes it a little bit more affordable for the regular consumer. One last thing I want to mention about protein powder, specifically whey protein, is where you're sourcing your protein from. I personally recommend that you get a whey protein powder that is a New Zealand-based protein. So what that means is the whey, or the dairy product from the whey, it comes from New Zealand cows. New Zealand cows are very happy cows. They are very happy because they are grass-fed. They are not fed grains or any other byproducts. They are untouched. They are naturally grown, so they do not have any chemicals or hormones added to them. So what this means is there's a different genetic makeup of the whey. There's higher nutrients and it's a better bioavailable source of protein. So you're going to be digesting and absorbing those nutrients more than you are from a regular everyday cow's whey protein. So the nutrients that are listed on the protein powder container is a lot more realistic of what you're actually going to be absorbing on a New Zealand based whey than what says on a non-New Zealand based whey. Last thing is, I personally do not recommend you buying a whey protein powder that has artificial colors, flavors, or fillers. Please find a protein powder that is sweetened with stevia or monk fruit and stay away from anything that has FD and C food colorings in them. There's absolutely no reason why they need to be in the protein powder. You can also get an unflavored protein powder and add your own flavoring like cocoa powder, cinnamon, or vanilla. And if you have something with artificial flavors, colors, and fillers in them, it actually may prevent you from absorbing that protein even more. So I hope that answers some of your questions about a protein powder. I know there's tons and tons of different types of proteins out there, so hopefully this made your decision a little bit easier. If you have any questions about protein powder, whether it's whey protein or vegan protein, please don't hesitate to contact me. I would be happy to answer any questions for you guys. And I hope you enjoyed our second Fun Fact Friday. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye!